Well, good morning YouTube land. It's a little chilly this morning. I have my mitts on, but I can't use those for what I'm about to do. This morning I'm out here to fly the JJRC X9P. I guess P stands for Pro, Professional. It's basically the same as the old X9. If you have an X9 and you buy the X9P, you better get a label maker or a permanent marker and start writing all over this one because you really can't tell them apart. At the end of this video, you're going to see an unboxing. And I'm going to show them side by side, and you're going to see what I mean, that they are so similar in so many ways. Let me just take it out of the box and show you what it looks like. Well, it looks like this. It looks just like the old X9. It's just the X9P because the camera is a little bit larger and better. So I've tried this camera indoors and I was kind of surprised. The image quality was pretty good. And they do say that the camera has been improved. It does take 4K pictures now. The video still only looks to be 1080p, I believe. I'll put down here when you're watching the video exactly what the resolution is and how many frames per second. Now this drone looks so identical to the original X9 that I've had to put a label right here. Can you see that? I've had to label it X9P so I don't mix it up with the original drone. So anyways, it's got a lot of the same specs. The batteries are identical, so you can use the batteries from the X9 and the X9P, so that means you're only getting 15 minutes. They haven't done anything to the battery, so max flight time is 15 minutes. Range is still about 1,000 meters, and it's still the same idea where you connect to your controller or the drone. So on this drone, there's a 2-axis gimbal, and when your drone does this, there is an axis, and when your drone does this, there is an axis, but when your drone does this, there's no access. Just like the original, it has optical flow on the bottom, and it does take a micro SD card right here in the back, so you get high quality video from the front to the card. All right, let's go fly this. First things first, let's power this on. Makes that beautiful sound, puts you to sleep. Then the controller. Should get 2 green lights. We're all good. One thing I should mention about this drone is if you want to fly indoors, just like in previous videos, just press this M button. That's your mode, and that will put it in GPS mode or take it out of GPS mode, and these lights will change. When you connect to the drone, make sure you connect to the controller and not the one that says drone. The app you want to use for the X9P is called Enjoy Fly. All right, when you get the screen where you see your nice little video, then you have to go to the top right, select settings, and first do the gyro calibration. Hit that. My fingers are so cold I can't even press the button. Okay, there we go. This is going to be a short demo, guys. And then you have to do the compass calibration right here. Oh, I should show you before I do the compass calibration on my screen. A lot of people always ask about the settings for these drones. This is pretty much it. These are your settings right here. See how everything is? You know, gesture recognition, I'd have that off. Auto record, I have that off. Distortion correction, I have all that off. I'm just leaving everything basic. And if you want to see what firmware I have to start this, there's my firmware. Because when you buy this drone, you might have a different firmware, so you might have different features. And that's pretty much it. It's not much else. I'm just leaving it pretty basic. It's beginner mode is off. We'll go into compass calibration. Compass calibration. There we go. Press calibrate to start. All right, so I want to calibrate. Okay, so calibration is just basically spin it 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And now put it upwards and rotate again. Please turn again. Calibration success. I must have did it right. To take off, pull them out. Here we go. And let's lift it up. If I did the calibration correctly, I will let go and it should just sit there. Oh, look at how cold my drone is. When drones jiggle around like that, they're cold. There's my little drone down there. It's so tiny you can wander around it. If you want to see all the features of this drone, definitely watch all the reviews on the JJRC X9. It's identical except for the camera. So here, let me show you the camera now, how good the quality is. Here it is coming down, you see it? I'll whip it around in a circle. This thing here flies so cool. It's so much fun to fly this over my head. All right, let me show you a few things on this drone. first one would be the go to position here, and let's go to track, which is me. Gonna go into follow me mode. I'm gonna put at a height of 5. I'll click on it so you can move this up and down. See on my screen? The higher I move this up, the higher it goes. There we go, I've got it at 10 or 11. That's too high. Well, actually, we'll try it up there. I've never tried to follow me that high, but let's see. So I've got it way up there, and I'm down here. Let me see if it'll follow me this way. So here we go. It's following me, and I think they've improved it, because remember the old drones would start, stop? This one here just seems to like just keep on going. Hey, that was a flash on my screen. Pretty cool. Let me see. I'll walk this way. Am I still in the image? It's right on top of me because I've got it really high, but watch this. Now I'm going to show you. Look at my screen. Show you a screenshot. See, it's at 10. I'm going to bring it down. Now watch. I'm going to bring it down as it's following me here. Bring it down to 4. It's coming down. And now it's much lower. And now it can follow me down there. There we go. So you just see the back of me here. I'm waving. Now I'm walking at the drone because I just want that forward shot perspective. If I want my whole body in the picture, I have to just move the gimbal down. There we go. So there we go. Maybe that's too much. Let's try that. Bring the gimbal down. Keep going back there. I wanted to call this a Spark. Keep going back, Sparky. You know, it's not a DJI Spark. It's just a design like it. All right, so let's get out of that. Now for orbit, I have to put it way up in the sky. Let me take it way back, way up. Position, I'm gonna hit orbit, and it should just start orbiting. It's one of those drones that's gonna orbit right where it is, and it's up to me to make the radius of the orbit. So I'm gonna make the radius really wide. I'm gonna go way back. It's gonna be a huge radius. All right, so now it should start orbiting. Let me get out in the center of the radius that I just made. And there we go. I should be in the, hello? Where did you go? It's over there. Okay, I should be in the picture at some point here. Let me just bring the camera down. Whoa, that sun is bright. Early morning. I wish the sun was throwing more heat though. I feel like I'm out in the desert here on a cold, cold morning. All right. So there's the image going side to side, and yeah, how does that look? And if I want to bring this orbit lower, let me see, am I going to hit any trees here? Okay, I'm going to bring the orbit down, 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 really low, and I'll bring the camera up. And there we go. Should have a really cool orbit. See, if I walk and move with it, it looks pretty weird in the image. It's going around and I'm doing this. That's pretty cool. And look at the sun behind me. That's pretty sweet. Get some nice images with this thing. All right, let's hop out of orbit mode. It'll just keep going forever until the battery runs out. So for the other options, if you look at my screen, if I hit position is kind of like your waypoints. It says the drone is under remote control. So I think for position and waypoints, it wants to use your phone, connect your phone to the drone, vice your phone to the remote. I think that's what it is. I'm not really 100% certain. Okay, I have the drone way up in the air and I'm just gonna try some photos because the camera on here is 4K, so that's what we wanna see is the 4K photos. I'm just gonna snap photos all around in 360 and show you them on screen. Okay, I've hit the return to home. Let's see where it goes. Is it gonna make it back home? Back home is over here. Let's see where it lands. Return to home. Well, the landing pad is there and it looks like it's coming down over here. It should be, I wonder if I can land in my hand, not kill my fingers. Are you gonna turn off? Oh, I guess I thought that was the ground. All right, so that works. So you can catch this in your hand because it's so light. All right, I'm back. So what did you think of the X9P, P for Pro or P for not sure, but how was the video? It is pretty windy up there. The trees over there, I'm right on the beach, they're blowing, and as soon as I put this up in the air, well, the wind was blowing and this thing was moving all over the place. So everything should have been stable, but even when I was moving forward, the wind was trying to push it. So you might have seen the video like going straight and then looking sideways every now and then. That's the wind. And that's what's lacking if you fly this in the wind. It only has a 2-axis gimbal, not a 3-axis gimbal. So with the 2-axis gimbal, all the other axes were great to stabilize the video. But as soon as the wind starts pushing it to the side, your video will actually look like, hey, it's going side to side. That's what you get when you only have a 2-axis gimbal. Enough said on that. It is a really good drone. I think the price is pretty good too, because when the X9 first came out, you know, like way back in January, the price wasn't too bad for the drone that you received. Of course, like I said, they didn't really put any new tech, so I'm going to assume it's the same price as the old one. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. But you'll see the price below. The links are there to where you can find this. It's pretty much a really small, good little drone. It's earned its rank because everybody who bought the X9 loves the X9, and this is the X9P, which is supposed to have a better camera. And when you watch the unboxing, which is coming next, I'm going to compare both cameras, just show you the lenses side by side, and you'll see this has the much better looking lens and camera. And the photo should have looked awesome because I did look at the 4K photos that I took indoors on my computer, and they were pretty decent, you know, like it was giving a really good picture. You know, not an outstanding picture, but a pretty decent picture for a low budget drone. And the video indoors with the low light, it came out, you know, perfectly top quality. So I'm sure out here at the beach with daylight, it should come out fine too, although the sun's going behind clouds now and it is getting dark because we are in the fall. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. I'll put links below to where you can find this drone. There probably are coupons. It probably is on sale. You'll probably get it at a discount for the next 30 days. So if you really want a Christmas gift, this might be one to check out if the price is right for you in your country. And stay tuned, the unboxing is coming up next, and I'll show you everything that comes in the box, and I'll even show you the old X9 as well. So stay tuned for that. But for now, hit that little like button, and I'll catch you in the next video with more drone reviews, or car reviews, or boat reviews. Take care. All right, this is the part of the video where we do the unboxing of the Heron X9 Pro. Now I want to show you something really cool. Check this out. This box is the X9 Pro, and this box is the original X9. Do you see a difference? Nope, neither do I. Let me show you it closer. This is the only way to see a difference. This box on top is the original, and this is the Pro. So basically, look at the features. They're identical. The only time you're going to see a difference is right here, 1080p, and over here we have 4K. That's it. And the similarities do not end with the box. Even the instructions are identical. Sure, you get this other little sheet that tells you a little bit more about where you live and your 802.11 AC, 5G Wi-Fi, and some compatibility issues. But on the inside, the packaging is identical. So if you have the original X9, you're going to have a lot of difficulty telling these two apart. There's only one item that differentiates them. Let me show you that really quick. If I pull out the drone here, if you flip it upside down, right in here, right there it says X9P. The other one will just say 1080, I believe. There we go. Here's the original. That's what the original says on the bottom. And this is the Pro model. It's got a little 4 up here. Another way to tell these two drones apart is check out the camera. This is the 1080p camera. See, it's a little tiny hole in the front of the lens. And we go to the X9P. It's got a little bit larger lens on the inside, as you can see. Everything else on the drone is pretty much identical. You have the brushless motors, brushless props, non-foldable arms. On the back is where you put the micro SD card right in here. Battery goes on the bottom. You have optical flow right here, and you have your 2-axis gimbal in the front. Finally included in the box, you get exactly the same controller, exactly the same battery, and you get a little bit different charger, and you get the same accessories back here. The reason I say the charger is different because my original charger was not a USB connector. Mine was an actual wall plug. Here, I'll show you. Here's the original charger that came with the X9 back in January of 2019, and it plugs into the wall. And the charger for the X9 Pro uses a USB connector to go from here into a USB port. The battery on the old version and the new version are identical. They remain the same, 15 minutes of flight time. Same accessories as the last version, which is 2 props and an Allen key wrench for installing the props. You also get the device to attach your cell phone to your controller. The controller is identical to the last version, same buttons, very nice layout. It is rechargeable. All right, just for fun, here's the original X9 Heron, and the battery's in the back. Let's see how much it weighs. 257 grams. And this is the X9 Pro. Batteries in the back. Haven't taken the label off. Maybe that's gonna add some weight. Here we go. I'm gonna plop it down. Let's see how much it weighs. Whoa, 261 grams. did they do something different to that? So it appears whatever components they use to put the camera in here, or whatever manufacturing process they're using, this one's a little bit heavier than the original. And there you have it, the original X9 and the new X9P. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video.